What is up everyone, my name's Ali. Welcome to a new video filling you guys in with more Black Ops 2 news leading up to its launch less than a month to go now, and we're going to be covering details including how guns are going to have their own individual prestiges separate to your normal leveling and normal prestiges, and also combat training, because combat training is new, improved. There's actually different segments to combat training, but let's first of all talk about guns and how they're going to be having their own prestige system. So first of all, we found out that for multiplayer, when you prestige, you have an option using a prestige token to take over a specific gun into the next prestige at the same gun rank with all its attachments and camos, etc., straight into the next prestige, which is awesome. But that means if you choose to take a gun over in prestige 1, say for example the MP7 in Black Ops 2, it means that from prestige 1 to prestige 10, it's going to be the maximum rank with all the attachments, all the camos, all the way through. It's going to be a bit boring. You're not going to have anything challenging to do with that gun. However, they've switched it up for Black Ops 2 and given each gun the chance to prestige twice, which means basically you can get each gun in Black Ops 2 multiplayer to its highest level 3 times over, which is really cool. And why would you want to do this? Well, David Vonderhaar explained that each time you prestige a gun, the challenges for the guns then become unlocked for an additional time, so it's an additional source of experience points for multiplayer as well. And also, if you want some of those better camos, you're going to have to be prestiging your gun and getting it to the higher levels. For example, the golden camo, I'd assume you'd have to take your gun all the way to prestige 2 and maybe even to the maximum level at prestige 2 alongside completing certain challenges, etc. Because, as I've already explained in a previous video, camos are now unlocked not just by getting the gun to a rank, but also combining that with certain challenges, say getting a certain number of multi-kills or a certain number of headshots. And all of these things combined will get you the better camos. They wouldn't be an option to get if you decided just to leave your gun at the highest level, 0 prestige. So you've got some reasons to prestige your gun. It makes things more interesting, more fun, and the more things to unlock and play around with and reset, the more reason for you to be playing multiplayer even more, which is awesome. Now, I've talked a little bit about combat training before in a previous video, but this time I've got more details on how it's actually broken up into 3 core categories. So combat training is like an umbrella for all of these different modes within combat training, so that's cool that combat training is also being expanded as well. So within combat training, you've got boot camp. Now, you may remember that boot camp from World at War. World at War had a boot camp option for all of those very low level players, for them just to play together to get used to the game, and then they could progress into the normal game mode such as TDM. And boot camp's coming back under the combat training umbrella, but anybody can play it whenever they want, and it's a little bit different because it's including both humans and computer control players on either team. So both teams are made up of both computers and humans, and it's basically allowing the players that are new to Call of Duty and new to the series to get a foot up into multiplayer without jumping into a normal game mode and getting completely crushed instantly. It allows them to be eased in a little bit nicer and a little bit kinder way, and also any experience points gained within this game mode will count towards your multiplayer rank as well, up to level 10. After level 10, any experience points gained within this mode will be halved, so it's not really a good source of experience points after level 10. The only problem I see with this is good players jumping into boot camp and abusing boot camp, and although they won't be ranking up very quickly, they'll be getting really high KDs, they'll be winning all of their games, and it will give their overall statistics within multiplayer this unbalance, if you will, because it will look like they have this really high KD when in fact all they've been doing is playing boot camp. So hopefully there's some sort of cut-off between the normal multiplayer stats and the boot camp stats. Hopefully it's only the experience which is overlapping. We'll have to see what happens there. I'm sure if there is any sort of imbalance in any way, Treyarch will be on top of it once the game's released, and they'll be switching up to make sure it's nice and fair. But there are 2 more game modes under the combat training umbrella, and the first one is bot stomp. That's just the normal combat training we're used to from Black Ops 1, where it's just humans against bots and you can muck around with the settings. And then the final one is objective play, where Treyarch have developed the computers to actually play objective game modes, which means you can practice those game modes in combat training as well, because of course normally you can only do TDM and free-for-all, so that's a big improvement from the Treyarch guys in combat training and what they're doing with this system, which is awesome. But this brings me to the end of the video, guys. My final score there was 40-4. If you enjoyed the video and found the information useful, then hit that like button and leave a comment down below letting me know whether or not you'll be playing a lot of combat training, whether or not you'll be ranking up your guns and prestiging it twice, or if you're going to be keeping it 0 prestige at the lowest level just so you have all the attachments. Let me know in the comment section, and you can check out 2 new videos on screen here, one of them being a Modern Warfare 3 live stream I did a few days ago, go, testing out the live stream feature here on YouTube. The sound's a little off in some places, but it was good fun to give that a go, and I hope to do more live streams in the future as well. And on the right hand side, you can check out some map pack information and how the map pack and DLC is going to be distributed for Black Ops 2. Really exciting news there. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.